students. Today let's continue with the lithosphere chapter. In the previous class we have learnt about the meaning of lithosphere, what is interior of this earth and its composition. Then we have learnt about three classifications of the interior of the earth. Those are the crust, the mantle and the core. Today we will learn about the rock. Rock. What is rock, students? You have seen the rocks, right, around you. How is it formed? That we will learn today. So, rocks are the solid inorganic substance. Inorganic substance means it is not derived from the living organism. Solid inorganic. Inorganic substance means the substance which are not derived from the living organism. Hope this is clear to you. So, rocks are the solid inorganic substance which are found on the crust. Crust we have learned in the previous class, right? I had showed you the diagram of the interior of the earth. That is, this is the first layer, that is crust. Let me write it down here, the crust. So, the second layer is the mantle. And the last and the final layer is core. Clear? So the rocks are found on this part of the interior of the earth. So the rocks are the solid inorganic substance which are found on the crust. They are aggregates of minerals. Aggregates means they are whole formed. They are all together or collective form of the minerals. Clear? So the rocks are aggregates or the collective form of the minerals. They are based on the modes of formation. Modes of formation means how are these rocks formed? According to that, they are classified. They are classified into three types. So the rocks are classified into three types. On what basis are they classified? They are classified on the basis of the modes of formation. How are they formed? We will learn it while learning about the explanation of the classification. Clear? Okay. So the rocks are classified into three types. Those are igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks and metamorphic rocks. The first one is igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks and metamorphic rocks. So let's learn about it one by one, shall we? Okay. The first one is igneous rocks. Igneous rocks. Actually, igneous means fire. Igneous means fire. You know, this word is derived from Latin word and Sanskrit word. Clear? This igneous is derived from the Latin word and Sanskrit word. Okay, Latin word igneous. Latin word, it's derived from the Latin word ignis and Sanskrit word agni. Understand? Okay. So igneous rock means, igneous means fire and Latin word ignis, it's derived from a Latin word ignis and that is Sanskrit word agni. Hope this is clear to you. Let's recall what is rocks. So the rocks are solid inorganic substance which are found on the crust, this part of the interior. Then they are aggregates or collective form of minerals. Then they are classified on the basis of the modes of formation. So the rocks are classified into how many types? They are classified into three types. Those are the igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks and metamorphic rocks. So igneous rocks, as you know, the meaning of igneous means fire. Igneous means fire and this word igneous is derived from two languages, that is Latin and Sanskrit. Latin it is called as ignis and Sanskrit it is called as agni. Whenever I mark some points here, please note it down so that it will be easy for you to understand when you read the reader. Okay, now let's learn more about igneous rocks. Okay, so igneous rocks are those which have been formed by cooling of the molten matter. See, let me repeat it, molten matter of the earth. What is this molten matter I am talking about? In the previous class I had mentioned you, the molten matter which are found in the interior of the earth is called as magma. Clear? Okay. So what are these igneous rocks? Igneous, as I told you already the meaning of igneous means fire, and igneous rocks are those which are being formed by cooling of the molten matter. The molten matter, because of the temperature, it is molten or in liquid form, which is called as magma. These rocks are formed after cooling of this liquid matter, which are found within the earth. These rocks or igneous rocks are formed first. That's why it is called as primary rocks. Igneous rocks are formed first. That's why it's called as primary rocks. And these igneous rocks are classified into two types. One is intrusive rocks or intrusive igneous rocks, or extrusive igneous rocks. So these igneous rocks are classified into two types: intrusive and extrusive. Intrusive and extrusive. Let's learn what are these intrusive and extrusive igneous rocks. Intrusive are plutonic, which are, for example, like granite. You know what happens in intrusive, as the name itself says, it's about interior. The liquid molten materials which you find within the earth, it is not possible for it to come outside. That's why being inside itself, it cools down and forms a rock. Let me repeat once again in a simple form. I am telling you, the liquid matter, which is called as magma, those liquid matter or the molten matter which are found within the interior of the earth, that is the liquid form is not able to come outside. That's why what happens, slowly it stays inside itself and gets cooled, then it solidifies there. It gets hardened or solid form it turns. Liquid form to solid form it turns after cooling down. Those are called as intrusive igneous rocks. Hope this is clear to you. These are made of large crystals found in the depth of the earth. It turns into it crystallizes itself because the molten material which is found within the earth, it cools down and turns into crystal or different types like granite and etc. Now let's learn about extrusive. As it says, it comes outside. The liquid form, the molten, that is molten materials, which is called as magma, it comes out in different form like lava, volcano. Those molten liquid form, when it comes out, after coming out it solidifies and it turns into, that is, different rocks. Understand? Those type of rocks are called as extrusive igneous rocks. Hope these two classifications are very clear to you. Let me repeat once again what are extrusive and that is intrusive and extrusive. Intrusive means the molten liquid form which are within the earth, it stays within because it don't find any gap to come out. It cools down there and solidifies. Such rocks are called as intrusive. And extrusive, the liquid or molten form which are within the earth, it comes outside in the form of lava or volcano, and those kind of, it turns solid there. Okay, those kind of rocks are called as extrusive igneous rocks. So we have learned about the first classification of the rock, that is igneous rock. So we know the meaning of it, isn't it? Now let's go for the second classification of the rocks, that is sedimentary rocks. Sedimentary rocks. So here there is a connection of igneous rocks as well. So keep that meaning in mind. How is igneous rocks formed? Hope this is clear. Sedimentary is a term derived from the Latin word sedimentum. Sedimentary is a term derived from the Latin word sedimentum. What is the meaning of sedimentum? Sedimentum means settling down. Sedimentum means settling down. You know the complete intention of finding this word once you know the meaning of sedimentary rocks. Okay. So sedimentary rocks are formed by the agents or the agency of water, wind and ice. What is the meaning of agents? Agents means particles which are found in these things, that is water, wind and ice. So sedimentary rocks are formed by the agents, by the particles which are found in water, wind and ice. Next, these agents break. Listen to the meaning properly. These agents with the particles which are found in these three things, the particles, what it does is, it breaks the igneous rocks. What it breaks? It breaks the igneous rocks into different pieces, transports it. Transports means if it's broken somewhere, it transports or erodes it in different places and deposits it. See, it transports and deposits them in a certain place. Certain place. If you want me to show a diagram, imagine this is igneous rock, one igneous rock. Okay, what these agents do is it breaks it into different pieces like this. Okay, and then these break, erode and transport it into different places. That is, transport it into different place and deposit in certain place. Deposit means settling down. Okay, then it forms something like this. It forms different layers and settles down in a certain place. See, now you know the meaning of sedimentary rocks. It means sedimentum, that means settling down. When it's broken into different pieces, it transports and settles down in one certain place. And the diagram looks something like this. If you Google sedimentary rocks, you will have clear picture of the texture of this kind of rocks. These often occurs in the form of layers. Can you see different layers here? Because it's broken into different pieces, transport and settled down or deposit in one certain place where it gets a layered structure. Okay. So that's why these are called as stratified rocks. Why is it called as stratified rocks? Because when it transports and settles down, it forms as a layer, and that's why it's called as stratified rocks. Next. Formed after disintegration of igneous. Formed after disintegration of igneous. First and primary rock is igneous rock. Igneous rocks are broken down. Disintegration means it break or broken down into different pieces. Then these sedimentary rocks have been found. That's why it's called as secondary rocks. Igneous rocks are primary rocks and sedimentary rocks are secondary rocks. These are called as aqueous rocks as well because it is formed in the water bodies like lake or ocean beds. In such places, these kind of stones are, these kind of rocks are found. Understand? That's why it's called as aqueous rocks. Sedimentary rocks are of two types, that is inorganic and organic. Inorganic, as you know, that is, it is derived from the non-organic or non-living things. That is, there are two types of inorganic sedimentary rocks. Those are mechanically formed, that is manually formed, and chemically formed with the type of chemical changes. Because of chemical changes, it's been formed. Mechanically formed, let's discuss now. It's built up by the fragments of pre-existing rocks, which are already pre-existing means the rocks which are already existing. Understand? So mechanically formed means these kind of rocks are built up by the fragments, means different layers of pre-existing, the rocks which are already existed, produced by weathering or erosion. Because of the erosion or weathering, the water falls continuously and it breaks. Because of that, these kind of manually formed sedimentary rocks are formed. Chemically formed, let's discuss now. So these kind of rocks are formed by the process of evaporation of water which contains salt on certain type of places where the water falls, and because of the evaporation, and in case in that kind of water if salt is present, after evaporation it crystallizes, such for example rock salt because of it is chemically formed. Hope this is clear to you. And second type of sedimentary rock is organic. Organic rocks are derived from the living matter or living organisms, derived from the remains of the organisms. Clear? Remains of the organisms, that means the living organisms after they die. The things what remains, like the body and everything. Example, shells of the marine organisms, remains of plants and animals. In plants, you know the plants, after you pluck it out, the remains what remains. Then the animals, after it dies, the body, the skeleton and everything, whatever remains. Because of that, these kind of rocks are formed. Now let's recall what we have studied, students. What is the meaning of sedimentary rocks? Sedimentary is the word derived from the Latin word called sedimentum. Sedimentum means settling down. It is formed by the agents of water, wind and ice. Agents means particles which are present in water, wind and ice. The agents break, erode the igneous rocks and transport and settles down or deposits in a certain place which looks like this, and they often occur in the form of layers or fragments. Okay, that's why it's called as stratified rocks. Then they are formed by the after the disintegration of igneous rocks. It comes secondary. Once the igneous rocks are formed, after the disintegration, that means cutting off or breaking it into pieces, these kind of rocks are formed. That's why it's called as secondary rocks. These are also called as aqueous rocks because it is formed in the water bodies like lake or ocean beds. Sedimentary rocks are of two types, inorganic sedimentary rocks or organic sedimentary rocks, where in inorganic you have mechanically formed, that is manually formed, it is built up by the fragments of pre-existing is already existing rock. Because of the weathering or the erosion, these kind of rocks are produced. Chemically formed because of the process of evaporation of water. In case the salt particles are within the present in the water, after the evaporation what remains, that is called as chemically formed rock. For example, rock salt. And as you know, organic means the remains of the organism, living organism, the remains of the living organism. Because of that, whatever it's formed, the rock which are formed is called as organic rocks. So we have learnt about the two classification of the rocks, those are igneous and sedimentary. Now let's learn about the third classification of the rock, that is metamorphic rocks. Metamorphic rocks. Metamorphic rocks are formed by the process of metamorphism. Metamorphism means alteration of pre-existing rocks. The rocks which were already present, it's the alteration form of the rocks which is changing. What is the meaning of metamorphism? Let's learn in detail. Metamorphism means change of the form, which may be physical, chemical or both, okay, with the influence of heat and pressure. Metamorphism means change in the form, that means alteration of pre-existing rocks, which may be physical, manual or chemical or maybe both at once, okay, with the influence of the heat and pressure. Okay. These rocks are the hardest rocks on the earth. For example, it supplies the precious stones like emerald, then the sapphire, ruby, diamond, etc. Okay, so we have here some examples for it. Granite changes to gneiss. G silent here, gneiss. Okay, basalt, schist, limestone to marble, sandstone to quartzite, coal to graphite, graphite to diamond. Clear? These are just the alteration of the pre-existing stones. Let's discuss it once again. What is the meaning of metamorphic rocks? Metamorphic means formed by the process of metamorphism. That means alteration of the pre-existing or the rocks which are already present, such rocks. Metamorphism means the change in the form which may be physical, chemical or both, and with the influence of the heat and pressure. These give us hardest that is stones on the earth, which are precious stones like sapphire, emerald, diamond, ruby, etc. Here are few examples: granite to gneiss, basalt to schist, limestone to marble, sandstone to quartzite, gold to graphite, graphite to diamond.